Welcome back to Infinity Beyond. In our last segment, we witnessed the ultimate fate of the universe, the heat death, a time when stars have burned out, galaxies have drifted apart, and energy is no longer usable. The great silence, the end of creation. But tonight we ask, what comes after the end? It's a strange question. In the classical sense, end implies finality. But the cosmos doesn't slam shut like a book. It fades, it stretches, and even in its darkest hour, something persists. Let's begin with the final actors in the cosmic theater, black dwarfs. These are the remnants of once bright stars, white dwarfs that have cooled over trillions of years into cold, dense objects no longer emitting light. None exist yet. The universe isn't old enough. But in 10-15 years, black dwarfs will dominate the night. Quiet, invisible, but not dead. Because even in this darkness, quantum mechanics plays its unpredictable hand. According to theoretical models, black dwarf supernovae could occur. Over incomprehensible timeframes, quantum tunneling might cause elements within black dwarfs to fuse, resulting in sudden, brief explosions in an otherwise silent universe. The final fireworks, and after that, only black holes remain. We'll discuss them in depth in a coming segment. But for now, understand this. Black holes can last until 100 years, long after every star has faded. Eventually, through Hawking radiation, they too evaporate. The last flickers of light, gone. What follows is a period scientists call the Dark Era. No light, no stars, no activity, only particles and cold photons drifting endlessly in an ever-expanding cosmos. Time, by human measure, loses all meaning. There are no clocks, no events, no reference points. The universe enters a cosmic stillness. But what does it mean for time to end? Time is not just motion. It's change. And if there's no change, time becomes meaningless, a frozen canvas stretching into forever. And yet, we can still imagine it. We can envision a universe so quiet, so diffuse, that even the laws of physics become abstract. Space continues to expand, but without mass, without light, it's like painting with invisible ink on an endless page. In such a universe, entropy is at its maximum. All usable energy has been spent. Everything that could happen has happened. And yet we're still asking questions. Because even at the end of time, the human mind, curious, restless, seeks meaning. That's why we're here tonight. Not to grieve the end, but to explore what it tells us about beginnings, about cycles, and about ourselves. Let's reflect. The universe began in unimaginable heat, a singularity, a bang that filled space with matter, energy, and laws. Over billions of years, stars formed, planets cooled, life emerged. From chaos came structure, from dust, consciousness, and after all that wonder, after symphonies of galaxies and civilizations that built machines to touch the stars, silence returns. But isn't that beautiful? The arc of creation is a story, and every story has a rhythm. We, as observers, exist at the peak of structure, the golden age of light and life, the middle verse. We're not too early when chaos reigned. We're not too late when everything freezes. We are now, and that matters, because our thoughts, our questions, our science are not trivial. They are the universe learning about itself. In the vast stretch of cosmic time, most of it will be silence. But in this thin slice, our moment, the universe sings. So how do we make it count? By observing, by creating, by telling stories that echo long after the stars fade. Because even if no one hears them, the telling is sacred. Let's speculate. Could information survive the heat death? Some physicists argue that information cannot be destroyed. that even black holes encode what they swallow on their surfaces? If so, could the entire history of the cosmos, every atom, every moment, be preserved in the fabric of space-time? If a future intelligence could read that code, would it relive our universe? Reconstruct its events? Bring us back in some form? Could resurrection through simulation become the next chapter? We'll explore this further in upcoming segments, but for now, let's end with a meditation. Close your eyes. Picture a star, billions of years from now, flickering for the last time. Now imagine the photon it emits, traveling across dead space, alone, until it collides with something unexpected. A detector, a memory, a mind. And in that moment, the light returns. You are that detector. You are the mind. And perhaps, in some distant age, you will be the one who remembers. Because when all else ends, memory remains. And that memory is light.